everyone, welcome back to the channel, and out on a little ride on my normal trail. Today I'm going to talk about, how and why, more why I ride not just the unicycle but PEVs in general. There's a lot of hate, it seems, at the moment stemmed from the whole scooter debacle in this country, in the UK, where, like, you know, they've legalised trials which are overpriced, rubbish and pointless, and made illegal, or, you know, grey area, whatever you want to call it, for everything else. And for me, I'm not going to go into the legal stuff. That's for another rant video, I'm sure. Plenty of other people have done it as well. I'm so disappointed, really, with that. But today is about why I ride, and not necessarily say, well, it's a bit of a follow-up to what I've done during the pandemic and stuff like that. But, like, for me, it's about stress relief and focus on riding rather than anything else. Certainly the last year has taught everything and everybody really about how mental health is important, and how having a healthy mind as well as, you know, body and everything else is important. Now, body's definitely not that healthy at the moment, and I need to do something about that. But mind-wise, the one key thing that's helped me is PEVs. Last year and the beginning of this year, it was electric skateboards, and obviously recently it's been unicycle. And I ride it for various reasons. I ride it because it's pure fun. I have sort of, you know, got up to a decent, reasonably speed. Well, for me it's reasonable, and, you know, that was more than quick enough for me. I'm not too worried about anything else. But for me, it's about focus and about releasing stress, and, you know, whether it be work or home. It's just a good way to focus your mind on the actual road and the path and wherever you're riding, and not so much about all the rubbish that goes on in day-to-day life. So days like today, taking it out. I haven't been out really outside for a day or so. Needed to get out in the fresh air. Needed to get out on the unicycle. I don't really care where I ride, to be honest, as long as I can ride, because it does have that much of a good effect on me. I don't know about you guys, you know, comments below. You know, what's the feeling you get from riding either a unicycle or a skateboard, or, you know, for me it's relaxation and that feeling of kind of bit freedom and freeness, and especially days like today. I mean, we're coming towards the end of September, and we've still got gorgeous days like this. You know, obviously good old climate change is having an effect, but, you know, I never was an outside person, never at all. And ever since I got into skateboarding and stuff like that, I can't wait to get out. You know, when I'm not thinking about going out and doing stuff, I'm watching stuff on YouTube of other YouTubers of, you know, unicycling and skateboarding and things like that. And it really does have a positive effect. And that's the one thing I think a lot of governments and stuff like that miss, the sheer wellness factor of things like this. And like I said, not just unicycles, but all kinds of PEVs. There's been some really good sort of videos before mine, so, you know, I'm by no means an expert on mental health and all the rest of it. I can only draw on my own experiences, and I can tell you that riding something like this or a skateboard. You know, just it does have that great feeling factor, and it does actually give you exercise as well on your core. It seems to be on my side cores rather than my front cores, but it does. Getting outside, and I'll ride apart from kind of when it's chucking down with rain. I'll ride in the winter. I don't expect to stop riding. I didn't stop riding with my e-skate. I've been out on this trail at 4 or 5 degrees, and whilst that is bloody cold, it's still fun. And it's obviously fun when you've got some of your mates around and doing that sort of stuff. But sometimes, like today, you just want to get out and have a nice sort of relaxing sort of trail ride or something like that, just to get away from it all and, you know, not think about anything. And you know, I think people kind of just look at some of these now. People tend to look at the unicycle a bit differently, I've noticed recently. It's been more of let's get through this again. You've seen me on videos doing this before, so this won't be new. Change hands on the camera. Hey, I'm away again. But they, with the unicycle, they tend to look at it in almost like disbelief. Skateboard was one thing. They kind of looked at it. They kind of knew what it was, and then they started questioning it. But like with a unicycle, it's so different, and it's still relatively niche, I think. It's certainly in the UK anyway. Which I kind of like as well. You know, it's something that's unique that not a lot of people actually ride. And there's obviously some fantastic riders out there compared to myself, but it has that kind of, I suppose at the moment certainly it has that effect of people questioning it and talking about it and interested in it, rather than at the moment, for whatever reason, you know, with the media has made the scooter situation so anti-public with the media and all the rest of it, that as soon as they see a scooter, it's instantly, that's bad, and all the rest of it, and actually it's not. And not to dwell into the legal stuff, but like it again, it's the mental health aspect of this. You know, like there was a big increase in mental health problems like during the pandemic, and probably still is and still will be for years to come. So the more things like this that can help in terms of, you know, helping people relax or get away from those day-to-day struggles that they have, that's surely got to be a good thing, and that needs to be factored in, especially when you factor in like NHS costs and everything else. Afternoon. But yeah, so like for me, it's you know, it's got to be like riding a bike or going for a walk or whatever it may be. It's, you know, it's release. It's that stress relief that you have when you ride these things. Now, don't get me wrong, it's damn fun. So obviously, you know, you get all the benefits of having something fun that you enjoy and you generally want to go out and ride. You know, for a commuter vehicle, they're perfect. All of them are, to be honest. We're just not allowed to. And I think when the conversations keep happening over and over again, they can't be negative all the time. They've got to stretch towards some of the other aspects and the benefits, like, you know, it's green transport, it's healthy for your mind and your body, it's, you know, it's good for everything really. And yes, the infrastructure does need to be a bit better to support it, but that could be fixed. Oh yeah, thank you. Oh, I mean, I love it. I mean, days like today, don't get me wrong. I mean, days like this, what's not to love? You're out in the fresh air and you're enjoying, you know, fantastic sunshine and, you know, again, clearing your head. But why shouldn't everyone be able to do this? I mean, this is also a good mobility, like for people that may have more trouble with like walking and stuff like that, or general sort of stuff like that. I know, you know, there's a case in point from a guy in Australia that rides an evolved skateboard, and you know, he's severely disabled, but does he let that get in the way of him enjoying riding and having a transport to get around? No. And they've adapted, you know, like the rules and the legalities out in Australia perfectly. You know, it's so they've kind of, you know, realised some of the benefits of riding these things. And we don't want more cars on the road. I don't want. I mean, I drive a car, but I'd rather ride this or take up less space on the roads, and I'm sure a lot of people would. I mean, I think it's partly a generational thing, but I think, you know, with more people, you know, you're able to identify with with issues and mental health issues. It's something that needs to be taken seriously as part of this, and not just a stupid little trial that doesn't benefit anyone apart from maybe the government's money. It's, you know, needs to help, you know, other things. You know, the amount of different disabilities and mental health and stuff that this can help. You know, just very one-sided at the moment, and we're not all horrible people. You know, we're 99% of the riders that I know and in the community, they generally are, you know, respectful riders. Right. And you know, that respect for other people also helps as well. You know, the community out there as well. You know, we're not out to, like, you know, be these horrible people and things that terrorise people. You know, there is a very, very tiny element of people that, you know, cause problems with these. But the people I know and the people I ride with aren't those people. And this is Tandy, who just parked right the way across the path. Helpful. And then you get people like that park across the path, which is really helpful. But so, oh, I love this bit. Let's just save this moment. I don't know how far the path I'm going to go down. I'm just out for a chill out ride. But I do like that bit. Beep beep. Beep beep. Really need to get a finger bell or attach that ridiculous bell to the unicycle. Where's this car going? He's going up there. But the benefits just outweigh any negatives. You know, they're just not. It's not about negativity. Anyone I know that, you know, rides this, it's all about positive, and the community around it's positive. You know, you're going to get bad riders and bad people on anything, and that will only affect, you know, the kind of, I suppose, the negativity. Actually, I wonder if we can go right to the end of here and turn down the road. So let's carry on. And that's the biggest problem I found. It's not not the community, it's the demonising of, you know, things like this to something that they're really not. You know, they're all positives. You know, it's a positive thing. It's green transport. I mean, I'm not polluting anything at the moment. As you can see, respectful on the road. But, you know, why? It shouldn't be like that at all. Now, where did that... Have I gone the wrong way? Where did that path... Ah, there we go. So that cuts down there and back on this trail. So, let me know what you guys think. You know, is it? I'm sure there's going to be people out there that absolutely hate this, and you know. But anyone that knows me and knows the channel know that I ride respectfully, and just want another green transport legalised because it's ridiculous. For all the right reasons, you know, the right reasons being the mental health and the fun and stuff like that, and you know, also like, you know, the social element. You know, we get together on group rides. You know, it's similar to, like, you know, you go on a bike ride. If you ever remembered as a kid, it was great going, like, adventuring on your own, like on a bike and stuff like that. But actually, wasn't it more fun when you had your mates with you and you're like all sort of, you know, getting together and exploring and stuff like that? You get that feeling back. You know, it's such a nice feeling. It's a very bright top, and a very stern-looking person. I'm sure that will be on We Are From Letchworth Hitchin tomorrow or tonight. Bloody things. But yeah, let's enjoy a little bit more of the ride. And let's have another little chat in a minute. It's a little bit tricky down here, and it's especially tricky in the next bit, which is a bit that I wanted to get video of for a while. So we're doing that bit, and I might just then get along under the bridge, along the trail, back, and I'll get some more footage on the way back. This bit, I don't know if it's been cut back or not, but further down, as you can hear probably, we're right next to the A1M, but this trail runs by the side of it, and you can go that side of the path, or that side of the hedge, and that gives you, you know, I suppose, like, without all this stuff over the top. It looks like they've cut a lot of this back. So the other night, at night, this was about as low as this. But I had to squat really down low. But as you can see, it's all cut back. So whilst it is fun, it's not quite as fun as when you have to, like, scratch down and scooch down and race through like that, especially at night. this is epic at night. You know, probably prior to them cutting it down, and there is a few stingnails usually along here, so actually I don't miss that bit, especially if we've been wearing shorts and like I've been stung to buggery. But as a relatively easy cruise through that, which is not normal along here for us. Check no bikes or car people. And come down here. Make sure that nothing's coming. And then we're going to whip along this path, and then I think we're going to go back. I'm not going to do the whole path this week. Go. We're just going to pop down here, then we're going to go back along the path. Squirrel! Like a rat up a drain pipe, or squirrel up a tree. But this is just, you know, this is what you want. I mean, look at this. I mean, on a trail like this, and this, the downside for me, like, is I do occasionally ride through town to get to this path, which is only like a mile or 2 miles away. But the other side of it is if police stop you. Now I have gone past a couple of police recently, which we're going to stop here because that's a big part of the big road at the end of it. Go back through this, so we're going to head back now. I've only got limited time in terms of my ride today, and go back the same way we came. Can I squeeze past, guys? Sorry, mate. It's alright. Thanks for that, appreciate it. Back down this hill. And then we're going to go back up to Hitchin. Not going to do the full length today, just I haven't really got the time. But it's nice and clear. And we're going to go back this way, I think, to, on the way back. So this runs along parallel to kind of we nickname like the Death Star run. So when it closes down and, like, you know, the trees are a little bit overgrown, that's where that is. It's obviously a bit more windy out, here. As you can see, I mean, look at the fields and everything around you. It's, you know, it doesn't really get much better than sort of riding, you know, in backgrounds like this, to be fair. It could be, you know, it could be better without the A1M right next to it, but what are you going to do? Anyone that watches my videos, you're more than welcome to come up and I'll take you out along the trail. It's about 14 miles like this. Not as bouncy as this, to be honest. And it's good fun, and the night ones are going to be probably more frequent, I would imagine, for the rest of the year, just because of work and timings and stuff. But the occasional weekends, a bit more getting out on the, you know, on the path again. So, you know, if you're not on Carve, get on Carve. I usually put rides up now and again on there, you know, and I don't really care if I ride on my own or ride with other people. It's fun regardless. Obviously it's more fun if you're with others. It's a bit of a laugh. We stop at the pub and you know, have a chat and stuff. So, you know, it's really good fun. I certainly recommend it. It's a great path. Just respectful when you're on here, and hopefully you won't get too many problems. So but anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you enjoy me sort of chatting along. leave a comment, leave a like, hit the subscribe, all the normal stuff. If you don't already know as well, I've got a buy me a coffee link, so if you want to support the channel with monetary value, then you can. It's one-off things. It's not like Patreon where you subscribe to certain things. There is going to be a YouTube subscription coming. Again, I'm going to keep that very low in terms of value, and you'll get things like shout-outs and stuff like that, but I'm still working on those. That'll be coming in maybe in a few weeks or so. I'm not doing this channel to make money. We make a little bit through advertising and things like that, but I'm doing this for fun. I don't take this channel too seriously. I do reviews. I like doing the car reviews and stuff like that, and all that sort of stuff will carry on. I love doing my unicycling stuff and my skateboarding stuff, so those people that have stuck with me from the beginning, thank you very much. Those are the new subscribers in the last month, has been incredible, so thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Big shout outs to all those guys and girls, and thank you very much.
I'm learning the path as I go. turning. It's not the